Are we live? I think we're live. Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome back to, yes, the fourth of the preliminaries for Fight a Subscriber. I will just double check everybody's online and is getting this. If I can have somebody just say something in the comments, that'd be brilliant. Unless the comments are doing their usual thing. I'm just going to refresh just to make sure. I do have FAS discussion open on Discord. You want to do it at that time. Project Velocity. Hello. 9 concurrent viewers, 4 likes already. Okay, let's get going. Oh, I do beg your pardon. So what do we have? Let's get up everything we need. So today we have a few craft. We have the XOM2 Thunder Screech, or the ZOM2 Thunder Screech. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, by Dear S Gamer. Hello. The Sparrow by Moritz Vinker. I think the PS Series X by Rustico. The Vector by Jacob. I'm not even going to try, because I will butcher your surname hideously. The Loyal Wingman 21 by XD the Great. Has anyone seen XD, by the way? I'm not sure if this is the final version he wanted me to put in, but we'll do it nonetheless. And if there's a problem, I can do it again off camera. And to finish off, we have our reigning champion Daniel Garcia with the F18E, also providing this week's thumbnail. It is pronounced ZOM, the ZOM2 Thunder Screech. Yes, where are we? So yes, this is the ZOM2 Thunder Screech. It is a dual Gowate armed craft. No AMRAMs, just Sidewinders. It's a good looking craft. I do like it. Let's get everything turned on. Check everybody's pointing the right way. And as per usual, I forgot to turn my desktop sound down, so let's do that. I could do with that mic being a little bit closer. Sorry if everybody just got a thud. So we're all set up, we're all ready to go. I am just going to, of course, F5 this, make sure I've got my little notes ready for all the fights. So we kills, deaths, and with losses. I just do it. Some you do, some you don't. If I do it, it doesn't really make any difference. Right, let's get this underway then. Yeah, there's that. You have a 99% chance of hitting. Oh, yes. It's moved really fast. Oh, I haven't turned that down. My apologies. I hope that's a little better. How are we doing? The fight is starting. Any more comments about the Thunder Screech would be very welcome. Yeah, the other Thunder Screech getting Sidewinders away very early. I'm not sure how much good they're going to do at this range, but we'll see. Closing the distance quite nicely. Popping chaff, yeah, avoiding those missiles quite nicely. Down below 6 kilometers, and of course once we get down below about 4 kilometers, that is when those Sidewinders could do a lot of damage, although they seem to have done quite a lot of damage already. Daft Kerman is not looking too healthy at the moment. Is still managing to fire off a few missiles, and those are Sidewinders. That might prove problematic for that Thunder Screech, but no, it looks like that Thunder Screech has got it covered, although Daft Kerman continuing to try and pepper that craft. That one looks like it might be going a bit close for comfort. And it does. There's a cloud of debris there. The Thunder Screech damaged, but not fatally so. Oh my god, and both the Cyclones are gone already. Jebediah Kerman, though, cool as a cucumber. I was about to say taking it in for a nice landing, but no, he isn't. Okay, 2 kills and a win straight off the bat. It's not the best tuned craft if you see. Let's just make a couple of notes. And if nobody's rotated, we'll get this underway straight away. We still have a couple of ECM jammers. Oh, that's right, yes they do. I remember checking on them a little earlier. And those are both turned on. Lovely stuff. Aircraft carrier on a target. Jeb does not land, he lands. He just crashed to Earth in a hail of pieces there. It's a fast match, completely demolished. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure exactly how much tuning you think they need, dear, but yeah, that's they're a little squirrely in the roll, perhaps. Please tell me if the audio levels are okay now. Valentina Kerman still launching the Sidewinders, breaking off though. Where are they? Does she have any missiles coming in for her? I think the Cyclones are distracted by the other Thunder Screech at the moment, leaving Valentina to sneak in and launch her Sidewinders from a very dangerous range, and that is one of the Cyclones. It's still on the vessel switcher, but Jebediah Kerman once again will be having to make a go. The other Cyclone just blown out of the air. Jebediah Kerman will be trying to make a go of the landing by the looks of things. And both the Thunder Screeches in good health. What the hell happened there? I think the fight had already concluded by the time that happened. I think we'll just scratch. I just think we'll just yeah, scratch that up as a win for the Zoms. Friendly fire activated. If the match has come to a conclusion, if nothing's fatally wounded, by the time all of one side is knocked out, then I think we won't count that. As per usual, we'll follow up the Cyclones for this middle fight. We will watch them get trounced for our own amusement. It's pretty efficient. It is a pretty efficient craft. If any of you are wondering, by the way, why it says Cyclone F1B, these are I don't know if you remember from last week particularly, I was having to retune the aircraft at the start, just before every fight, and that's because I sort of retuned Legged Lack's craft he sent me. Hello, Legged Lack. Speak of the devil. And I just wanted to make an actual save craft file that had the re-tweaks on there, so that's what the F1B is. You must challenge it with a flying tank. Jebediah Kerman gets both his missiles away. Daffy Kerman dodges successfully. Yeah, the Thunder Screechers so far have proved quite good at dodging missiles. Jebediah having to break off. Does manage to get a missile away, though. They are peppering the Thunder Screechers, but they are dodging admirably. And in case anyone's wondering if I'm saying, oh, they're dodging perfectly in the hope that one of them just goes kersplat just as I say it. Yeah, I sort of am. That one looks dangerous. That one looks dangerous. That is one of the Thunder Screechers. Oh, that is the first kill. First kill of one of the Thunder Screechers. I don't think any craft has thus far got a completely clean sweep, and it doesn't look like the Thunder Screechers will be managing it this week. Both Cyclones... Yeah, both Cyclones are fine. The dead Thunder Screech distracting at least one of them, I think. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And oh my god, the other Thunder Screech has gone as well. Richmill Kerman. Well, there is a turn up for the books. I mean, that was the Thunder Screech is absolutely brutal in those first two fights. Let's get on to our third fight. Sorry, we just did the third fight. Our fourth fight. I do beg your pardon. This plane must have a flaw. Let's get straight into it then. So 2 wins to 1, 4 kills to 2 deaths. Still looking pretty good for the Thunder Screech. Let's just get Vessel Switcher back up. Almost done already, Jesus. Oh dear. Yeah, it's going quite quickly today, which is good. Which means we can probably knock this one out quite quickly. And maybe I can still have time to go for a walk later to walk off the apple pie and ice cream I had earlier. Because it was good, but my god, I think my arteries are probably going to feel it. Okay, missiles away from the Thunder Screechers. Not usually effective at this range, but we have seen them work their magic in one fight already. Although that one looks like it will be going well wide. Distance closing now, getting more towards the sort of range where we'd expect to see those Sidewinders do something impressive. Valentina, though, has to shake those 2 AMRAAMs off her tail first. Are those coming for Valentina as well? Yes. A cloud of chaff behind her. Valentina can now surely turn. The Cyclones... that Thunder Screech, I think... a few explosions, but I think it survived okay. That distance is now perfect for the Sidewinders. Ooh! Even too close for the Sidewinders. Valentina is breaking out the GAU 8s. And one of the Thunder Screechers looks like it's had some heavy damage and... oh, that's gotta hurt. Just the cockpit just goes flying off the side there. So Valentina Kerman in a little bit of trouble. In quite a lot of trouble. They're not firing any missiles. I think they were dodging missiles mostly, as I said, for most of that. Dodging the AMRAAMs incoming. And then Valentina, by the time she managed to get herself around, was within gun range. Tweaked Cyclones are better than Tweaked Panthers. Yeah, I sort of already made the decision that, you know, the Cyclones had been sort of like the whipping boys, especially with missile kills, throughout the series, so I decided they were the ones that were going to be replaced. I think in the future I will, if I was to still keep doing it in strict chronological order, I would replace the Clubtails next, but I think maybe the Panthers are due. Probably due a little bit of a replacement. I did try to come up with a replacement for them. That was what turned into the Vampire, but that was just a little too slow and sluggish. So we'll have to see what we can do. 6.5 kilometers. And the fight starts. Both craft turn around. Missiles away from Valentina. Popping chaff, braking low to avoid the AMRAAMs coming in. Is fairly perpendicular to their path, should dodge without much difficulty. Yeah, this is what I mean, still dodging the AMRAAMs that are coming in. Vessel switcher. We've been sticking with Valentina for quite a bit. Let's see how Richmore Kerman is doing. They're both sticking quite close together, flying in formation. Again, still popping that chaff. Ooh, turning a bit too head on to them. I don't think that did them any damage though. Richmore Kerman trying desperately to get missiles away. Yeah, these tuned Cyclones. Oh, that was a dangerous manoeuvre, but I think Richmore Kerman just about got away with it. And now the Cyclones are going to have to deal with the Sidewinder. I think that exploded pretty soon after launch, though. And that's the other Thunder Screech gone. Huh. Might have enough speed to pull up and maybe launch a missile. Doesn't seem interested. This is probably going to be... They can take a fair old bit of damage. Richmore Kerman just lawn darts into the sea. A beautiful craft. What are you doing? Oh, there's still some remnants of that craft there, or there was. Oh, Valentina Kerman. I don't think you're going to land it. Or maybe she'll helicopter down. Oh! Makes it. Oh dear, that was, again, not the result I was expecting. Yeah, the Thunder Screech have only got Sidewinders, which I think they got. I think they got a bit. I don't sort of want to say lucky because they're obviously very capable craft. But yeah, they just they got a bit of luck. I think the luck changed sides there, if that's the way to put it. We will move onwards then. Next up, we have the Sparrow by Moritz Winker. I think that's a Germanic name. Yeah, they do give off a lot of heat. That was, I make that 5 battles. Win 2, lose 3, 4 kills, 6 deaths. So I don't know if that's sufficient. Yeah, I decided the well, as I said in the comment to I think it was the last live stream, I going for the hobo chic look, and I decided no, we'll stop that here. So yes, what were we doing? We have the Sparrow. Now, first of all, this came to me with the BD Mark with a BD Mark 22 cockpit. The BD Mark 22 cockpit wasn't working. I just cannot get that mod to work for whatever reason. It's an old mod by now. It's 1.1, and we're on 1.9.1. That was it. Yeah, that was the 5. That was the 5 rounds. Oh, I'm sad. You never know. That might be sufficient. I haven't quite decided how I am gonna decide all the finalists yet. I think it's going to be mostly on combat performance, although I'm toying with the idea of doing 10 just purely on combat performance and 2 judges honourable mentions. So we'll have to see how that pans out. So yes, the Sparrow. As I said, not in its original form. The cockpit has had to be changed to a standard Mark II cockpit. But apart from that, yeah, it's an interesting looking craft. Does look like it's got a bit of a moustache going on there. But yeah, let's fire these up. Do these have no ECM jammers to worry about? Okay. So quick save. And let's get these into the air. It looks like a catfish moustache craft. It is. I'm glad to see. Oh no. Certain issues that plagued us last week have not resurfaced so far. I won't tempt fate by mentioning them, but it's good to see. Because I was wondering last week it was because my wife was streaming NCIS downstairs, but I was wondering what was happening there for a second. They seemed to be taking an age to start the fight. They got to the 8 kilometers and then nothing happened. Missiles away though on both sides. Valentina Kerman. I would have tuned it better, but I already was late, and if you said that it wasn't a harsh thinger, I would have tuned them better. I don't know. I mean, looking at actually what happened there, I'm not sure how much tuning would have done for them. It just seemed like the Cyclones sort of managed to keep them successfully on the ropes for a bit. I mean, if people disagree, then please let me know. Valentina Kerman coming in here. That Cyclone over there, 10 kilometers away. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's coming very close. Valentina does manage to dodge, though. The Cyclones have been really separated out, and that's not going to be good for the Cyclones. That's not good for one of the Cyclones. That's not good for one of the Sparrows. It's 1-on-1. And right this second, it's advantage Sparrows, or at least it was for a second there. So, 1 kill, 2 deaths, and a loss. Send me a retuned version, dear. I'll have a look at it, and we'll see. I'll see what's what. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm wondering, Maximus. Like, because if it was, I mean, I know tuning does a lot to the aircraft, but especially with that last fight, it just seemed to be the case of being a bit bit too attractive to the AMRAAMs. Sorry, not the AMRAAMs, the Sidewinders. Let's get this up into the air. If you want to just if you just there's no rush. Just get it. Just if that was a rushed version and you want me to take a look at something a bit more finely tuned, then I can take a look at it. The other thing is, I'm just wondering, whether it's a good thing to sort of say, oh, if that wasn't tuned as you meant to tune it. No, I mean, you already let me know before the competitions, before we started, that it wasn't quite tuned right. So I think I'll take a look at it. So just having to think there. That was not comfortable. Missiles going back and forth. Valentina Kerbal. Now the warning receiver gets wind of the missiles incoming. Brakes low, popping chaff. No kills either side this first volley. Valentina doesn't get her own volley away. That Cyclone closing the distance rapidly. Looks like Richmond Kerman did get a missile away. Valentina now gets one of her own away. Swings around. Those are looking like they're getting a bit too close. Does manage to avoid though. It is a single-engined Saturn craft, this. Oh, and that's one of the Cyclones gone. Just debris. Valentina Kerman, though, now has one of the Cyclones coming in. Just shreds the Sparrow. And now we're back to one-on-one. It's advantage Sparrow for the moment, though. Richmond Kerman has it in its sights. Who is that? That's Jebediah. Jebediah, you really have not had much luck so far this stream. Let's see if Richmond Kerman can finish the job. Is there a Son of Smith? Yes, there is a Son of Smith Discord. I should be allowed retuning on Reno. How are you doing? Endcrafter, hello, I'm fine. I'm the noob from the Discord. Hello! Endercrafter. Oh! It's only a single Saturn engine craft, but just during testing I did note it was very manoeuvrable. It does lose quite a lot of speed in the turn with those large wings, and as I said, just that being able to turn like that, but oh, it gets results. It does get results there. So 2 kills, 1 death, and a win. Moving onwards. Can I add 2 rams and a radar? I think because it's just if I it's just what I kind of what I do for one I have to do for all. That's what I'm thinking. So Rohan, have I received a fighter from you already? I'm just going to bring up. Sorry, just going to bring up the Discord. That's going to. It's going to lose the window for a second. Because there was a couple of people. Yeah, I think the 2 AMRAAMs and a radar might be, as I said, if I do for one, I have to do for all. That might be sort of putting it on the wrong side of that. Dunamoose! I'm sorry, I love those craft. I do love those craft. I think they're gorgeous, and they certainly could do the trick once they got up close and personal and could actually get their get those sidewinders away. So retuning, as you did let me know before the fight started, I'm happy with, but I hope you understand. Juna Moose, I hope you've seen the video earlier. Because is the first episode of the legit season coming up soon? Have you not seen earlier today? I meant to email you. Because Rohan, I think because I've had a certain number of craft, and I set a limit of 36, and I had 34, but then I was keeping a slot open for a couple of people who told me they were working on craft, and I think you were one of those people, Rohan. I'll go and double check, but if you want to send me a craft anyway, I will double check. And if that is the case, then you can still send one in. But anyway, yes, I'm waffling on here. We let's do this whilst we're flying. And the third competition, third round 2, we'll follow these cyclones along. I came back last week. Oh, maybe it was someone else then. Oh, tactical boop. Ah. Joined the cord. Ah, I like it. Join from the stream. Rose Zealand just joined as well. How are we doing? 9 concurrent views at the moment. At least they didn't die, lol. Let me just check everybody's... Yeah, you're facing correctly. You... yeah, you've moved a bit for some reason. Yeah, let's just quick save that just to make sure. Okay, they look to be separate. Yeah, their distance is increasing now. Tactical Brofist. Archers aren't going to qualify for the bracket. This is, as I said during the video, it's all a bit up in the air at the moment because I have gone through. I've got Legged-Lax retuned versions of my craft, the Clubtails and the Panthers, and I've gone through and I've just tweaked them a little bit more, and I've tuned the weapons, and you could definitely see the effects of that during the fights today. So I don't know what's going to be sort of like an average point score, and of course we've got the Red Hawks, which are sort of a league above the other two. So I have no idea how the various craft are going to get on against that as against the gauntlet. We really have no way of knowing. And I mean, sort of set that against the fact, I know that's set against the fact that we are just dealing with craft that have already come through the preliminaries and done quite well. So we'll have to see. It's, as I said, all up in the air at the moment. Missiles coming very close to those sparrows. That is one of the sparrows, though. Yeah. Richmore Kerman not getting a fun ride back down to the surface, and that's the other sparrow gone as well. Does manage to get a missile away. That looks like that could be dangerous. No. Both cyclones. Still perfectly fine. Okay, see you later, Rowan. Good to see you again. New Red Hawks are scary. Yeah, you did say in the Discord. Should see F Red Hawk. F1B, because F1A craft are just AI changes. No, because I've got my own F1B version, which is your F1A version. But I've changed a couple of things. I changed them. I tuned the missile. I tuned all the missiles, and well, all the weapons actually. And yeah, they seem to be well. I've got the versions we're using for this competition anyway now. So because everybody has to get the same. So there's not going to be any. The craft I used in the episode earlier today are going to be the exact same craft I used throughout the rest of the gauntlet rounds. Let's get these into the air then again. Just stick with the Cyclones for a second. No friendly boop, no tactical brofist. We're all good. These guys getting a little close together though. Don't do it. Oh! Damn! Oh dear. Tactical self-destruct boop. Okay, let's just go through, check everybody is... Are you rotating? Right, you have rotated a bit. I don't think you're rotating anymore. Let's get you like that. I think you looked like you were rotating a little bit. Let's get you over there like that. Re-quick save it. Start the competition quickly. Get rid of Vessel Mover. Okay. These two quite far apart from each other now. These two still a little close. They're not quite closing in on each other as they did last time. Ah. I'll see you later, Junimus. Good to see you. Sad you can't stick around. Any comments on these sparrows, by the way, guys? Any thoughts on the design? Yes. Because I don't want to have to reload the sodding thing again. They're not bad. They do seem to have that advantage when they get behind their opponents, because I don't think... I don't know why that's come up. I'm supposed to be in streamer mode. I left you present in your DM. Valentina looks like she's about to get... Oh! That was close! Looks like Valentina's about to get guns away, but it's having some problems with missiles, launching a missile of her own, and that... that is why you don't want to be distracted by one craft whilst you're up close and personal with another. Oh, and the other sparrow. The other sparrow falls. Manages to get a missile away. Doesn't hit though, and that will be that. That said, though, that is damage that was inflicted whilst the fight was still ongoing. So if it's just going to crash into the ground, I will count that as a kill for the Sparrows. So on to the 5th and final fight. I hope it's F5, that's what I did. Benefit for dual engines. They're big target. Sparrows is easy design. I would never make them like the club tail in terms of how they perform in a fight. Sparrows taste good because they got roasted. Oh. Right, so the final fight. And we will just check. No one's going to go ramming into each other. I don't know. It's this rotation bug. If you know what I'm talking about, where the craft on the ground will just inexplicably slowly rotate occasionally. And I was having to really fight it against it as I was setting all the various competitions up today. Are you two going to behave yourselves? Yes, they are going to behave themselves. Okay, nobody's collided, nobody's hit anything, nobody's... Okay, good. At least how many preliminaries are we going to have? Originally it was going to be 6. I'm still waiting to hear back from some people. I've told some people that their craft are going to need design revisions. I'm still, as I said, I'm still waiting to hear back from a few people. There will be something. There will be at least a 5th. I'm just. I've got a couple of big names I've kept back for. Oh, get scorched, Valentina. Loses her right tail fin and her right tail plane and her right foreplane. Is now losing quite a lot more. Oh dear. So yeah, there will at least be a 5th. I might even have to put... Oh, and Rich Mulkerman is gone as well. I might even have to put a break between like the 5th and the 6th if we do a 6th. Just to make sure that everybody who is going to send me back a craft with the revisions does so. So yeah, at least one more. Maximus got... Just sent you... yes, you're one of the people... I didn't need design revisions from you. I just wanted to make sure the craft I had was the craft you wanted me to... the craft you wanted me to fight. And I have received yours. I had that earmarked for next week, along with who was the other one I deliberately kept back for next week. I can't remember now. Regardless, that is 5 rounds for the Sparrow. That's 1 win, 4 losses, 4 kills, and 9 deaths. Move on to the next fight. Yeah, there are some other people who sent me a craft, and the craft isn't up to isn't really up to code, I suppose you'd say. So I've sent one back saying this will need some some significant adjustment. Because at the moment, if they just need a little bit of an adjusting, I'll just do it myself. But if they do need something significant, they will just get sent back to the designer saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna need something here." Okay, this is the PS Series X by Rustico. It's an interesting looking craft. It's a drone in the style of the drones you see. Yeah, a lot of air intakes. I've taken this up for a test flight. I couldn't get this to take off very well. Every time I tried to take this thing off, it crashed into the ground, but apparently the AI does okay with it. So once again, we'll just check everybody is... No, not you. Check everybody's position kind of right. Yeah, that'll do. Get them all fired up. Do you have... You do not have ECM jammers either. Okay, well let's take them off and see what happens. We're back to the dual sat. Oh, yeah. This is what I mean about. It's taken off now, but I think we're gonna have to bring that one back. I might transfer that one up to the runway, actually. Did I F5 it? Oh, please, I don't think I F5'd it. Ah! No, I did not F5 it. Well done, me. Right. All the fighter subscriber files. Series X. I'm going to say it again, except K2 flashbacks. I am taking it off on the ground, sort of on the... as I said, I'm taking them off along the ground, and it's a bit rough. And as I said, I had enough trouble taking them off just normally without the AI. The AI seems to manage it okay, though. I'm just going to shift you up to the runway. Get rid of vessel switcher. Start you. Start you. Start you. Start you. Remember to quick save this time. And with a bit of luck, we should be okay. Yep, both craft away okay. Not a tactical boot this time because one is ahead of the other one. Both craft turn okay. Alright, I think we have a fight. It has the fat missiles. It has the PAC-3 intercept missiles. It's going for the PAC-3 intercept straight away. An interesting choice. What's the guard menu? It's just set up for... It's set up for 2 per target. I'm not sure if the how manoeuvrable the PAC-3 is, if it will be able to pull up from that. I think it's okay though. No, it's not. It crashed into the ground. It is an interesting choice of missiles. They do look intimidating. They do look intimidating. But yeah, they did have a bit of a fearsome reputation for a while in BD Armory. But especially when I was sort of manually controlling the craft, I never really had that much issue dodging them. I didn't really give them too much of a test against the AI. Let's move you out the way. They are drones, so no crew members. Oh, and the other Series X has taken a bit of a hit. Taken a quite major hit. It's one of those ones where it might be able to... No, it's... Ooh, fires up those Saturns. That might give it maneuverability. No. Here comes the ground. The other Series X, though, now has the opportunity to launch all of its missiles against the Cyclones. Trying to get some revenge for its wingman. Goes for its guns. Those dual GAU-8s, still a little far away for those, I think. The other Cyclone, not interested at the moment. Oh, Sidewinder incoming. Yeah, Sidewinders at that range will do that too, yeah. Jebediah Kerman. Just wanting to put the boot in there. Both Cyclones in good health. So, 2 deaths and a loss. Okay, let's move on to the second fight. Just a flesh wound. Oh dear. I got that. I'm starting to... Because we haven't had me and my wife, we haven't had a DVD player. Back when we used to live in a flat in London, we just used my computer because it was in the living room, and we'd watch... or we'd actually hook the computer up to the telly. But now we don't really have a DVD player or anything, and I've got a ton of DVDs. So I've just started buying sort of like, well, getting copies through, streaming services. And one of the things I definitely wanted in the collection, and hence have bought, is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Because you've got to, really, haven't you? Let's start this one again. Keep a close eye on this one, though, because the ground gets a bit bumpy. They are not... These craft are not the most resilient taker-offers. Oh, god damn it all. It's fine, it's still airborne. Daffy Kerman trying to hold it together. Ah. By the way, if I think you didn't tune your planes, the Zom 2s would win more. Let's try that again. When you quick save and reload, they do have a habit of rotating slightly, which is a pain. Gonna stagger them now, aren't you? Okay, before Maximus comes round to my house and beats me, I will stagger these craft. And I will also make sure they are... Yeah, see, this one had rotated. I will also make sure they are rotated correctly. These two shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get this second fight done. You'll do it to yourself at this rate. Yeah, these craft are not good on uneven ground. As I said, when I tried to take it off myself, I struggled a little bit, but as I said, the AI on even ground, as we've discovered, doesn't seem to do too badly at it. Everything fine, nobody's crashed into anything, good stuff. Yeah, it is an interesting choice of missile. And the fight starts. I mean, it's a pretty heavy missile, but I suppose you do want to kind of launch it first, just so you're shorn of the weight. Is this one going to get around and fire that second pack 3? I think that one's gotten its second one away. I don't know. No kills so far. No, this one still hasn't had the opportunity to get rid of that that second pack 3 missile, which is probably imbalancing it a little at the moment. Oh, that's a risky manoeuvre. Getting a bit head-on to those AMRAAMs for a second. But no, it has finally launched that other pack 3 missile and will be a lot more controllable from now on. It doesn't look like that's going to have any joy. No. Missiles still going back and forth. That's close. It's just when they start going head-on just as the missiles are coming in, I just think, oh, that's not good news for you, is it? Oh, and now it's the GAU-8s, the roar of the GAU-8s. Can't fire them for very long, of course, before they overheat. Missiles coming in. That's, yeah, bit too tail on there. That's how you assist your wingman. And the other one's gone. I didn't even see that. The other one's just in pieces over there. GAU-8 go brrr. Did you see the Kaizen? Did you see the video I posted on? It might have been off topic a little while ago. Test firing of the GAU-8's Gatling gun. Because those are not small bullets they put through that. Not small rounds. Okay. Put you up in front a little bit this time. So it's the middle fight. We'll follow the Cyclones up. Just check those guys get into the air okay. Oh, that was looking a little risky there for a second, but yeah, they're fine. See you later, KSB United. Take care. They look like tank shells in a minigun. Oh, for God's sake. We were going through these fights really well, really efficiently, and then then it all went wrong. I've got a message on FAS discussion. Let's do what I did the other time and move this guy forward. Keeping an eye on this one of the Series X. He gets off the ground okay. Lovely stuff. Closer than I would have liked, but you know, we're still okay. Alright, we do have our third fight, and it starts. Lovely stuff. What was I about to say? Yeah, so thank you very much to everyone who's been supporting the channel recently. I was looking at Social Blade earlier. It's showing 112 subscribers in the last 30 days, which is just absolutely unbelievable. Another couple of AMRAAMs away from Daphne Kerman. Doesn't look like anybody has suffered any damage just yet. The cyclone's splitting apart, actually. That might not be advantageous. We haven't seen the Gawaits perform today, which is always something that which makes me a little sad. Those AMRAAMs closing in to that. I don't know why I've still got Vessel Mover up and don't have Vessel Switcher up. The Series X, but I think the Series X is probably... speak too soon. One of the Series X's is out already, and both of the Series X's are out already. It's trying its best. But the Cyclones are looking like they're determined to runs out of power, disengages SAS. Yep, no engines equals no power. I'm just wondering if the Cyclones are going to come in and just destroy the damn thing. Yep, and they did. Lovely stuff. I think I put the gun range very high. I think I'll need a bit of craft, test craft then. They haven't done. I'd get rid of the Pack 3s. You probably want to replace them with a couple of replace them with a couple of sidewinders or something, and just tweak the whole thing so that all the weapons are properly distanced. Get rid of Vessel Mover. Bring you up. Because if you like say tune sidewinders so that they will only fire closer than about 4 to 3.5 kilometers, then they can do a lot of damage. The AMRAAMs are good for keeping your opponent on the ropes, and occasionally you will get a kill. But I am very much a convert now to the side, the potential of the Sidewinder up close. Okay, the fight starts. The fourth fight for the PS Series X. Gets a lock. One missile away. Is it going to get the other missile away? It still has the lock. There goes the other one. I'm not seeing some... Did both Cyclones target the... Yeah, both Cyclones targeted the other Series X. Allowing this one to sneak in, although it has separated them out a bit, which might not be a good thing. Dodges one AMRAAM. Another couple more. Another AMRAAM goes in from the other Series X. Oh, and the other Series X, that is unfortunately a missile kill. They're not flying terribly. That's the thing, these craft are not flying terribly. They seem reasonably maneuverable. I mean, dodging the missiles seems to be a bit of a problem. I think we've seen them sort of go a bit face on, which has been an issue. That was very close. Yeah, when you go like too face on to the missile, I mean, that wasn't. I don't know what happened there. No, still had chaff. Still flying though. Did manage to open up with its GAU 8s. Can still turn. It's missing a tail fin, but it's... the one tail fin seems to be enough to keep it stable. Dodging missiles. That Cyclone over there, it will be coming in with AMRAAMs, and those are very difficult to dodge at this range. Sorry, did I say AMRAAMs? I mean Sidewinders. Sidewinders are very... yeah, you don't dodge them at this range. Where are we? Yeah, as I said, I don't think I think this craft is about it's 4 losses to 0 at the moment, and I think it's a better craft than that. I genuinely do. You're moving, but you're not... You know what, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm just going to start it. They're facing apart from each other. It should be okay. Yeah, you see, there we go. Just a quick check before we take off and everything's fine. Just checking everything's fine. Yeah, everything is fine. And the competition starts, the final competition for the Series X. I was going to follow these guys in. A chance to redeem themselves. I'd be very interested to see a Pack 3 missile hit, actually. 1 missile away. It might want to get the other one away if it can. It's going to lose lock if it turns much harder. It loses lock. Will manage to dodge these missiles without too much hassle. Turns around. No. Those incoming AMRAAMs keeping this one on the ropes for the moment. It's going to turn around. It is going to try and get that Pack 3 away. It does so. Now we'll just have to make sure it dodges them incoming missiles. It does so as well. We'll have to watch out. It is getting, oh, up close and personal already. Let's go with a volley from the GAU 8s. Oh, getting a little too tail onto those missiles. Gets away with it for the moment. We'll have to turn, try and get more perpendicular. The other Series X has gone. Why is it never the one I'm actually flying? Until the other one's already dead. Yeah, it's just... whole thing of that sort of that tail on thing, like here, loses a lot of stability with that, and I think this is the end of it. It's just so many of the missile kills in this competition so far have just been when the craft has been too front on or too tail on. Oh, trying to hold on there, but no. The Sidewinders come in. I know what went wrong. My ECM jammers didn't work. Huh. Let me just... I'm interested now. We're just going to take a quick diversion back to that first fight. Because I did look through a lot of craft and check for if there's a DCM jammer visible. So I just want to try something. Okay, let's just quickly, yeah. So we just start off this, we want to be with the Thunder Screeches, we want to check the modules, okay. I don't know if these were the craft I adjusted to do this. Yeah, ECM jammers come on. Unless there's a trouble with battery life here. Because as we discussed in the previous stream, if you've got 2 ECM jammers and you want them to last from launch till the competition start, then you're gonna probably need a battery. And we kind of decided jointly that it was legitimate if you to just leave them be and not turn them back on, because having or not having a battery is sort of a design choice. But no, they seem to As I said, there were a few. I'm not sure if I did this, but there's a few craft I went through and checked to see what the action groups were, and if they didn't have one already, I tied the gear action group to enabling the ECM jammer. Anyway, 3 craft down. Let's move on to our next one, the Vector by Jacob Oczepek. My sincere apologies, Jacob, if I am for butchering that. Let's not get involved in ifs. I've got a YouTube notification. What do you want to tell me? Ooh, a new subscriber. Good to have you with us, Abdullah Mohammed. Lovely stuff. Rustico, all my well, not the tuned version of my craft and not the Red Hawk, but some of my craft are up on my Steam Workshop page. Let's hang on. Let's bring this back up. Right. So this is the Vector by Jacob, whose name I will not butcher any more than I already have. Let's just double check you are facing as I wanted you to. Yeah, everything's good for the moment. Let's save. A quick closer look at these craft. They're interesting ones. 4 AMRAAMs. 6 Sidewinders. They've got 2 Vulcans and 2 Browning machine guns for some reason. I'm not sure how that will work out for them, but well, we can give it a look. Let's get rid of the vessel mover there. They take off okay. Okay, everybody seems to have taken off all right. What are we're dealing with? Is the single Saturn? Yeah, single engine Saturn craft. It's a unique little design. Valentina Kerman comes about. No problem getting that first volley of missiles off. They are set up for 1 missile per target. It's an interesting that sort of design choice. Do you go for 1 or 2 missiles per target? I think 2. We've had some craft that have gone for 2, some craft that have just gone for just missile spam, and unfortunately, yeah, it seems to have done for Valentina's Vector at this point. Richmore Kerman still got a bit of life left in him, going far too tail on to those missiles. A sitting duck at the moment. An absolute sitting duck, unless he can turn around. No inclination to turn around and dodge. Oh, now does so. Yeah, that other Vector crashes into the ground. I think it's some of these craft. Sometimes it can be sort of like almost a desperation to get a missile away. Going too low, far too low, crashes into the sea. Two deaths and a loss. Boom, because friendly kill. The bi-tail wing, though. It's quite nice. I remember I took it up, take them all up for a test flight. I seem to remember it handles quite well. But obviously not here. Sorry, just checking my phone. Notifications. No, not you. Check everybody is still pointing in the directions I want them to point in. Okay, let's get this second fight underway. Yeah, they do. As I said, if I remember correctly, they are quite manoeuvrable. Now, if I seem to remember, I was a little bit surprised by how well they could turn. It's an interesting little tailplane setup, and particularly because control surfaces can be a bit vulnerable to nearby missile damage. So I don't know if I would have wanted some kind of just general wing surface in there somewhere. As I said, there might be a bit of a vulnerability, but we'll have to see. It's just the one fight gone so far, so still plenty to play for. Valentina Kerman comes around. Both craft get missiles away at the Cyclones. The Vectors break low to start dodging, popping chaff as they do so. I do like it. It's a little bit different. That tailplane is, as I said, that a little bit different, but a little bit vulnerable. But I'm always a fan of a little bit different. Yeah, see, I think this is one of the craft where I set the landing gear action group to also have the effect of turning, not toggling the ECM jammer, but actually enabling it specifically. It hasn't managed to get rid of a lot of its missiles, which doesn't help. Actually, Legged, like you might find this. They are quite manoeuvrable. Me words speak good. Solid 9 for looks. Oh, does manage to get guns away though. They are close enough for that, but if that is a sidewinder, that might prove problematic. Oh, to the face. Both of them gone. Where'd the other one? Oh dear. Both the Cyclones okay? Both the Cyclones are okay. Sorry, once we start the next fight, I'll tell you, Legged Lack, because I was when you sent me the rebalanced, the retuned version of the Cyclones, I decided I was going to do some testing on the various versions, like my own version and your version, and just as to illustrate how much too many missiles isn't necessarily a good thing, I tested my untuned version of the Cyclones against your tuned version of the Cyclones, and my version was winning every time. Well, actually, almost every time. And I was wondering why that is, and then I noticed your version had 2 extra AMRAAMs. And I took the 2 extra AMRAAMs off, and then your version started winning pretty much every time. So, yeah, be careful of excess missiles, kids. You are still pointing in directions I want you to point. Okay, and we'll follow up the Cyclones as usual for this middle fight. Everybody happy? Yeah, it was just an interesting little result, I thought, when I was doing some testing on it. Because this is the one you sent me. I don't normally have these on. I normally leave these pylons unoccupied, and so I was testing my version of the Cyclone where these start unoccupied, with your version where they have those extra AMRAAMs. Yeah, the Steam version. The Steam version. I'm afraid I did the Steam version without missiles, but yeah, it's always been 6 and 4. I think it's always been 6 and 4 on my Cyclones. But yeah, I couldn't tell why mine seemed to be winning, and then I noticed the extra AMRAAMs, and I took the extra AMRAAMs off, and suddenly yours started, kicking your retuned Cyclone started kicking my original Cyclone's backside again. Everyone firing missiles and dodging missiles, all that's good for the moment. That was close. Oh, and the Vectors get their first kill. Jebediah Kerman and a sitting duck as well. The other Cyclone in trouble now. Daffy Kerman comes about hard. Gunfire raining in. Jebediah Kerman has company as well. does manage to get a Sidewinder away. Could that just be a cheeky last minute? No. No, the Vector manages to pop enough flares. And Jebediah is spent of all his weaponry. Oh, and Daffy Kerman's Cyclone has taken a hit as well. And it doesn't look like she's got enough control to pull out of this dive. So, victory for the Vectors at last. A win and 2 kills gets added onto the tally. Got myself a Tom pose. It is retweaked quite a lot. I'll have a look. Right. Once again, check everyone is pointing in the correct direction. They are. So we will get underway with this 4th fight for the Vectors. So 2 more fights and we are 2/3 of the way through the stream. How are we doing? Coming up on an hour and a half. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Loaded Cyclone F1C. I will take a look. Coming around. The ECM jammers have turned off. Yeah, electric charge issues. As I said, if they turn off having turned on earlier, I don't tend to turn them back on because, you know, battery capacity is a design choice. So braking low, managing to dodge. And I mean, none of my craft have ECM jammers, so it's not the biggest disadvantage in the world. Just dodging missiles for the time being, though. Richmond Kerman's only gotten 1 away. Valentina Kerman breaking low quite hard. Missiles, the AMRAAM's still raining in all around the Vectors, but for the moment it looks like they're escaping. Ooh, bit of a crossover there. They seem to be concentrating largely on dodging at the moment, but the Cyclones are getting closer, and that means they will open up with those Sidewinders before too long. Valentina Kerman gets an AMRAAM away. Oh, and the other Vector! Just destroyed. And now Valentina Kerman is going to have to do some serious dodging. That doesn't look good. That does... I thought that first missile hit her. But it turns out no, the second missile just exploded really close and just that was it. Okay. One more fight for the Vectors, and then we have good morning, Jed. The AI automatically turns on ECM when chased by an AMRAAM. I have to do a 2-year stream. 2-year stream present. I will have a look. I will have a look. So let's get this final fight underway. Where's my drink gone? There we go. Can we have the F-15 versus Red Hawk fight next? The Red Whack. Well, this is the preliminaries, so we're doing things in a very structured way. So it's not we can't do the F-15s versus the Red Whacks. Valentina Kerman successfully dodging those missiles. Now's an opportunity to come about, get one of her own away before surely turning to dodge. There we go. Comes around. It's one of those craft where you think it doesn't need that much more to it before it will start getting really good. Yes, as you were saying, yeah, the AI has turned on the ECM jammer now, so still dodging those missiles, going a little too tail on. It might not matter for those missiles, but Valentina will have to start going a little bit more perpendicular to the missile paths if she wants to survive much longer. Richmond getting really close and personal now, though. If he can turn about, he can maybe get some guns onto one of those cyclones, but has a bit of a problem with incoming missiles. Yeah, those sidewinders will get you from that range. So the Vectors finished today. 1 win, 4 losses, 2 kills, and yeah, 8 deaths. Valentina Kerman ain't gonna survive this. No. Okay, on to today's penultimate craft. I've gone too far. Starting to lose a little bit of the light, so I'm just going to open up the curtains a little bit. I have fixed the curtains in this room, so how are we doing? Lots of activity there. Still just the 9 viewers. I don't know if that's actually the thing, the counter's stuck, because we've been on 9 viewers and 4 likes just constantly at the moment, so I'm not sure if the counter is broken. We will have to see. So yes. Did I load up the wrong thing? Because that's not the ones we want. Those are next. Those are the F-18. So those are next. I was looking for number 5. Yeah, getting through them pretty efficiently. Not as efficiently as we were at the start, and of course this is throwing a bit of a spanner in the works. But yeah, going pretty good. And my phone's just given me a nudge because we've got another new subscriber. Which is nice. Whilst this is loading, I'm just going to check notifications. Lovely stuff. There we go. Okay, so this is XD the Great's Loyal Wingman 21. Having had a series of back and forths with XD himself. Does anybody know where he is tonight? I'm just going to bring up the stream window again. Change the dials, right? I mean, I can only tune it right. Yes, basically. Control surfaces, AI stuff, that kind of thing. This is the Loyal Wingman 21. So we've been going back. For those of you who've been following along with Scott Manley's runway project, you may have seen some or other version of this craft, which, as I say, me and XD have been going back and forth. It's the sandwich, the flying toaster, whatever it is. Basically, I would go, no, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that aspect of the craft. And XD would send me another one going, oh, I fixed that. And yeah, but now I'm not happy with that other bit of the craft. And in the end, I just went, yeah, this will probably do. ACS drone with high HP parts. He always does this. I need to slap him. Flying Klondike bar. It's the sandwich. Right. So, yes. Without any further ado, let's check everything is lined up as I want it. It's not lined up as I want it. You need to move a bit. I get you turned like that, and are you? Yeah, you are both still as I want you. Right, let's get everything started up. And let's get this underway. I have done some flying with this, an earlier version of this, and it was a little bit of a beast. I'll be very interested to see how this particular version does. Okay, we're taking off all right. Does this have the detachable? It does not have the detachable landing trolley, or taking off trolley, I should say. No friendly boop, no tactical bro fist. We are fine for the moment. Just can fly without the main wing. Right, I was hoping to get hold of XD the Great before today's episode, but couldn't get hold of him in the end. So we'll just have to hope he's relatively happy with what goes on here. It can turn all right, I'll give it that much. Missiles away from the Cyclones, not from the Loyal Wingmen though. Loyal Wingmans? Loyal Wingmen? I don't know what happens to plurals in this kind of situation. What happens to plurals and proper nouns? Who knows? Dodging those missiles, okay it looks like. Now of course the... yeah, that's a lot of flares. The Loyal Wingmen... they've got sorry, let's start that again. They are GAU-8 and AMRAAM equipped craft, so they will need to get a little bit closer before they can start to do their thing. For the moment though, it looks like they are quite capably dodging those missiles. Getting through that chaff quite quickly though. and those flares. I have to be careful. Because once that's expended, that's not gonna be good news. It looks like the Cyclones now may get the drop on the loyal wingmen. Those are coming in quite close. Yeah, Sidewinder's coming in. Oh, the loyal wingman gets scorched. There's an explosion noise. I think that's the other loyal wingman dodging. More missiles coming in. That's getting very close indeed. Again, I think it's what we were seeing last time. It's a Sidewinder only equipped craft that's sort of being kept on the ropes by AMRAAMs and then can't really turn around quickly enough to get its own craft. Look at the frame rate here. It's all those flares. Oh my god. Does get the GAU 8 primed and ready though. How's the other one doing? XD, if you're watching this back, I might be if it does get through to the next round, I might be stripping it of some of its countermeasures. Just for the sake of the frame rate, because this has just gone silly. Another missile coming in. Loyal wingman dodging admirably. Does seem to be getting a little close to the ground. The Sidewinder is getting very close. And straight into the sea. One of the Cyclones has gone though. The loyal wingmen have managed to take out one of the Cyclones, and the frame rate seems to have reverted to some semblance of normality. That looks to be well, of course it will be a Sidewinder coming in, because that's all the loyal wingmen have. It's Sonic Boom with flares. Okay, so that's a win. 2 kills, 1 death. Right. I'm not I can't remember if I did F5 it. Part of me is hoping I didn't, just so I actually give my computers a bit of a time to rest from that. It's all right. They're there now. I hate that brick. I'm worried about how long it's going to take. We've been doing quite well so far. Oh, yeah, I forgot to F5 it. It's so against the spirit of this competition. It's not... Yeah. As I said, me and XD have been having this back and forth, and I'm going, no, I'm not happy with that in the context of the rules. And he's going, oh right, how about this one? It's like, yeah, I'm still not happy with. I've had to make adjustments to this thing just so I am happy with it. We'll have to see. Things like this will be gone for season 4 though. There's no way in hell you are going to be seeing. Oh, that's quite a rotation you've got going on there. We will not be seeing things like this in season 4 for the moment. Sorry, season 4 for the moment. What am I talking about? Season 4 in the future. I will have. Hang on. Let me just see what we've got going on here. I've just received so many from XD. I'll have a look. I'll have a look in a second. What are you doing? The tail surfaces, I did check. These tail surfaces do have clearance between them. Missile racks aren't attached to the plane. That's not the only time I've seen that. It's pushing the limit. It really is. It's one of the reasons why I'm sort of the rules will be getting a very, very hefty overhaul before any season 4. It's because what I was always worried about when I started to draw rules up is that people would start I don't know, like the raptors in Jurassic Park. People would start to like just test the fence, see how far they could push it, and this season that has started to happen. So future seasons, the rules are going to have to change quite a lot, just so I can legitimately turn around and say no. That's we're not even going slightly there. So yeah, as of next season, yeah, as I said, like the raptors in Jurassic Park, the whole raptoring thing will not be given short shrift. Yeah, you are slowly rotating, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a bit more. And then oh, screw it, let's get them going. I don't think anybody's going to crash into each other. Did I F5 that? I don't think I F5'd that again. Now that I'm looking at it, I am seeing things that I might have missed at a cursory glance earlier. I'll have to have a think about this craft. Maybe get back to... oh, Christ. Maybe get back to XD, and maybe we'll have to rerun this one at a later date. because I am now seeing a couple of things I'm not happy with that I missed on earlier inspection. But we will have to see. It is very pointy. And down goes the frame rate. You can see it, can't you? You can actually see. It's actually see the actual frames ticking by now. Yeah, the other thing is I didn't notice the sheer quantity of flares on this thing. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Get scorched. Taken apart. Wow. All those flares weren't quite enough, apparently. Nice screenshots. Oh dear. Let's kill your computer. Yeah, it's interesting. Now that is a cyclone. You are launching. Oh, that's a very close range sidewinder. That might not be good for that cyclone. That is not much good for that cyclone. And now it's mono. Between the Loyal Wingman 21 and the Cyclone. The Cyclone gets an AMRAAM away. No response so far, apart from an absolute cloud of computer-destroying flares. Braking hard. Here comes the gunfire. Now, funnily enough, I've seen there's been previous versions of the Loyal Wingman where I've been, where I've kind of been looking at. It's been much more manoeuvrable than this seems to be at the moment. This seems to be a little bit sluggish almost compared to some of the ones I've seen. Mono e mono, that's mano e mano. That's the one. God, I cannot talk today. Switches to the GAU 8. The Cyclone, though, is stuck to his tail. You can see some of the bullet holes. Oh! A scorching. Loses something. Must be something minor for the moment, though. Cyclone starts to lift up a bit. Has a bit of an altitude flaw there. Has to climb out of that, but now can get guns onto that tiny little drone. Yeah, the Cyclone doing quite well. I mean, just to look at this, you'd think, because it's just so ASCUS, you'd have thought it would just like turn on a sixpence and just be impossible to stay on the back of, and then impossible to shake it from your tail. But it's not working out that way at the moment. Just reading the comments. It's a counter, not a weapon. That is true. What's it doing? It has actually managed to expend all of its chaff, which is actually, the chaff doesn't have that much chaff. It's not. That's not the impressive thing. It's the sheer number of flares. This Jebediah Kerman. It is missing some control surfaces. How are we doing? We're 6 minutes in. Okay, I think we're just stuck in a pattern here. I think the Cyclone is about to run out of fuel, though. No, it's still got plenty. Still got a fair bit. I am... It's a bit of a joust. I don't know what to say here. It does look like the wingman has actually managed to get onto the tail of the Cyclone. It's finally doing what I thought it might be able to. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, you only need to give that thing one opportunity, and yeah, Gowit's at that range. Another win, another 2 kills, another death though. Right. How are we doing, time-wise? Ah, we've only got through 2 of these. How many of these do we have? So that's 1, 2, so 10 of the flare dispensers, each containing 42, so that'd be 420. Where are the others then? I think I'm going to have to get back to XD and say this is. There's a few things here I didn't notice when I was test flying the plane that I'm going to have to. You're going to have to send it back to the kitchen. Unfortunately. I think we will. My fault mainly. I didn't do the checks properly before I started today. So my fault on that account. But I think I will get back to XD and say I think there's a couple of areas where this crosses the line. If that's okay with everybody, by the look at the lighting in here. I need to. Sorry, I don't have my OBS up. It's hidden behind the. It's hidden behind the Discord. So I'm just having to open the curtains and then check to see how the lighting's doing. Just DQ him and he will stop pushing because he. Yeah, we are okay. Everybody's okay with stopping this. Okay, fair enough. So we move on to last season's champion. Last season's double champion, Mr. Daniel Garcia, and his F-18E Super Hornet. A beautiful rendition of the craft. Let's get everybody turned on, make sure everybody's pointing the correct direction, and I think they are. Let's quick save this. And let's get going. Using the Panthers for this, using the Panther afterburning jets for this one. The F-15 did use the Saturns. I'm not sure why those are not making a return this time. But, oh, that's getting awfully close. Oh, we're okay. So, yes, Daniel Garcia. It is a nice looking little craft. Daniel Garcia, I got in touch with him actually because I hadn't heard anything from him in a while. Last I heard, he sort of he sent me an F-15 and an F-18 for a season 3. Well, said put one into season 2 and the other one you can put into season 3. But the F-18 he gave me wasn't particularly good. And I sent him back saying I think it's got maneuverability issues, and he sent back saying, "Oh right, yeah, I get it. So here's my other F-18. What are you doing?" I hate it when the craft do this. And then they start circling each other. Okay, it looks like we might have some wiggle room now, finally. 5.6.7. What are the cyclones doing? Oh, for goodness sake. No, that massive... The Hornets are on the back foot there. I'm just going to reload. KSP might need a restart. Right, so we are going to want... F-18E... Kills... Deaths... Wins... Losses... Yeah, it's the reload times are getting quite long as well. Too many memory leaks. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna check. Let's bring up Task Manager, see what Task Manager says. That is quite a lot of memory it's chewing up. Why have I still got this open? What else do I have? If I bring this up, does that affect it anyway? Anyway, just check everybody's pointing the right 72. Oh, it's rotating. You know what? It'll be fine. Assuming the cyclones aren't going to crash into each other. Nope. They can just regroup in the sky. It's fine. Flares with a bit of aircraft. Oh dear. It's funny because it's true. Guys, can we maybe ease off a little bit? I hate poor XD comes to watch the stream. Is going to be like, oh, okay. It's a bit of criticism there. I didn't check the part count. We don't have a part count limit in the rules. Okay, the F-18s coming across the top. Not getting their own missiles across. Flying them earlier, they are more than manoeuvrable enough to have done that, but they just don't seem to have don't seem to be fussed about doing so. Braking low to dodge though. Guard menu, they are set up 2 missiles per target. That is just... should put them in good stead. Just about dodges this one. Now can Valentina get her own missiles away. It doesn't seem to want to pitch very hard. Not at the moment anyway. Gets one missile away, gets another missile away. Both missiles tracking their targets. Dodge is okay. Neither of Valentina's missiles find the mark. The Cyclone's getting another volley away. Valentina will try to... oh, might be a bit too face on to this missile here, and it looks like the other F-18 has suffered a similar fate. It looks like the other F-18 did manage to get a missile away, though. That could... ah, no, the Cyclone does manage to dodge. That's a Sidewinder. That's bad news. Straight through the nose. Press spacebar. What am I... What have I missed? Dearest, he said press spacebar. Sorry, what am I missing here? Drop pod on the bottom, spacebar to stage fuel drop tanks. Oh, I see. Unless I receive instructions otherwise, I take the craft as I'm given them. So yeah, that for whatever reason that the F-18 was not manoeuvring itself. Did I press F5? Oh god, I'm starting to wonder now. More notifications. Nothing important. Oh, I did press F5. Oh, thank god for that. 85. I think everything's still okay. Yeah. I checked to make sure the ECM jammers are set up at the moment, but short of that, I genuinely just take the craft as I find them. Tactical boop incoming. I was about to say, because nothing got destroyed on the Super Hornet there, so I was about to say, okay, that's fine, we'll just carry on. That'll be fine. It's just a funny little moment, and then the Cyclones just blow each other to smithereens. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna stagger, because otherwise we're gonna be here for ages. I'm gonna stagger both craft. What is going on with these loading times? XD, what have you done to my computer, man? What's 81? I've got 16 gigs. This is taking up 6 of them. I mean, look at this little sod. It's rotating. It's like properly rotating. Right. Okay, you can go right out over there and just face that way. And Cyclone, I think it's this one I need to sort of move. You come over here and do that. And you're still slowly rotating. Okay. Quickly save. Let's get this going. I wouldn't normally do this. Normally, lovely little moments like that, I take on the chin and we just restart. But it's just we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here for hours if we don't just make doubly sure. Now let's just look at the clock up there. Let's just see what happens. Okay. So the game's running at about half speed. Hard watching things blow up. Yeah, it's true. Comes about. Did you have a lock on? My word, you did get a lock on there. And did that one have a lock? It's coming in very close. No, I think the Cyclone survived that initial volley. Hornets, the Super Hornets managing to do the same. Valentina coming... Okay, now these craft are actually manoeuvring properly. I don't know what was going on in the last fight, but now they are actually coming around quite quickly, getting their volleys away. Spacebar, no. As I said, I'm just... I will, just because it's become a bit of an issue, I do check the ECM jammers, but I just, apart from that, I take the craft as they come. As I said, by this point I'm making slight adjustments if they need slight adjustments to comply with the rules. But apart from that, yeah, very much sort of send your craft to me in the form you want it to fight in. Missiles flying back and forth, no kills yet though, getting quite close up now. Still AMRAAMs come, that's one of the Cyclones. Daffy Kerman. Yeah, that's not looking too good for Daffy. Jebediah then will have to take on two F-18s on his own. How's the clock doing? Running about 40% normal speed at the moment, I reckon. I think that was Sidewinder versus Sidewinder, and they both went. The missiles went for each other. Jebediah unable to get a lock on there. Does have... Oh! There's no coming back from that. Okay, so it's a win and 2 kills for the F-18. Man, this is a pretty plane. Okay, let's... Yeah, I'm pretty seriously losing the light here. I'm going to turn the light on. Oh my god, it's warm in here. I didn't realise how warm it was in here until I stood up and... Oh god, I felt the sweat on my back. Oh, that's not pleasant. And let's shut the curtains. Bro, your PC is on its last legs there. Um, is it worth me restarting KSP? Jesus. I'm going to restart KSP. Good point, good point. Yeah, I think if this will close down fairly quickly, I think we might be, because we've just got to do 3 more fights on the F-18, and I'd rather not put off 2 craft until future things. 5. I think we can get away with doing 5 this week. So I think any of the previous streams, I think we could have gotten away with doing 5 as well. It's just as long as we keep it ticking over. Do 6 if we possibly can, then we'll probably, we'll almost certainly be okay. But I'm wary about just leaving it at having settled 4 craft for this week, and we do have a little bit of time. Although this is taking its sweet time. How are we doing? Let's take a look at the old social blade. Live stream there. Let's hope the memory leaks are gone after KSP restart. We will bring up. I will keep the. I'll keep the task manager up here as well. So yes, as I was saying earlier, 112 subscribers for the past 30 days. Thank you very much to everybody for that. Anything else? Anything else here that people want to take a quick look at whilst we've got it up? And check the damn Discord. Just going 3. Let's have a look what we have here. Wait a second. Let's just take this over here. Okay. Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Legged Luck. That's lovely. I will get that sorted out as soon as possible. Is that a Steam code? Oh, crap. Yes, we can start to restart KSP now. I'll bring this back up. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very, 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 very much. Sorry, my phone's just at me because I've got clear up 77 memes. Memes are taking up space on my phone, and none of them are memes. They're all the covers for the albums I have in my music collection. Well done, Android. Thank you very much. Yeah, that would be making history. So thank you very, 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 very much. That's very, very kind. Whilst that's loading, as I was saying, in case anybody wants to look at what's happening with the channel at the moment, this is, yeah, we'll take a look at the future projections if you want. He needs the full whack. There's a lot of errors. Lol. Oh, nice. Happy stream birthday. Thank you very much. You are far too kind. Whilst we're here, actually, if you want me to take a look at anything else, by the way, feel free. Whilst we're here, by the way, 2 years, the 2-year channel anniversary is coming up. Just to give you guys a heads up, I will be putting out a more general invite for this before too long. But I want ridiculous craft. I want user submitted. Sorry, subscriber submitted. I want you guys to submit just wacky craft. I want literal flying tanks. What was the other one we were talking about the other day? Just not flare machines. If you can keep it so that I can actually run it without my computer melting, it will. Actually, no, it doesn't have to be some kind of flying thing. I prefer some kind of flying thing, but it doesn't have to be. Just if you can make it so that it won't melt my computer, that'd be lovely. Flying tugboat. Not that monstrous. Ah, dear, I won't even ask. I am not even going to ask. What have I got up there? Is that just something? Yeah, it's just dust on my screen. So if you just yes, just send me your ridiculous. It doesn't have to be ridiculous. It can just be something quite spectacular as well. What are you complaining about? Yeah, I know you loaded that. Well done. Start game. Resume saved. Sandbox. Right, let's get back to this. It's made a supersonic aircraft carrier. Sounds like it was fun. No, if we can keep it sort of just below computer melting levels, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Okay, you've stopped rotating. That's good news to start with. Let's get you placed along the line of the runway. Vessel switcher. Let's get you positioned a bit more sensibly. We've got the yeah, okay. So this is technically the middle fight, so we will follow the cyclones up. I mean, with the part count, it's still not going quite at full speed. Well, not the physics. The physics simulation isn't quite, because the clock's gone yellow, but it's better than it was. So something ridiculous. Just yeah, that's the only brief, really. Something ridiculous and yet still. If it can be ridiculous and yet not as I said, not by way of its part count, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But we will. I'll just leave the ball in your court there. The Lone Starship from Spaceballs. Oh my god. Oh, that's very close! That, boys and girls, is why you do not go tail end onto a missile. Jebediah Kerman has a lot of work to do now. AMRAAMs coming flying in. Should be able to avoid the AMRAAMs, particularly at this range. Plenty of chaff going flying. Once again, he's gone tail end on, and that's not going to be very good. Those missiles do just about go safely past the tail. Jebediah managed to get a couple of his own away, but yeah, that's not healthy. I need much railgun turrets. Star Wars stuff would be cool. Just to reiterate, if I could, keep the part count down. Or at the very least, keep the flares count down, because yeah. How are we doing? Okay, we can get rid of Vessel Mover now, I think, and we can just go start competition. Struggling through here. Man, I have so much silly stuff. I do like these. I just to look at. I do like sort of these these correctly done leading edge control surfaces and everything. Oh, by the way, if you're watching Daniel, yes, I have made a slight modification to the craft because of the rules regarding NMB cockpits. I've basically disabled the gun on the NMB cockpit, and I've put two Vulcans in there, which I've tried my best to line up with the cockpit gun as it was, and it doesn't seem to be doing it too much harm at the moment. Oh, that missile came a bit too close. I thought they'd managed to dodge that. That was a bit of a... Yeah, twice. Those are quite large explosions. Okay. Ouch. Both Cyclones in good health, so that's 2 wins, 2 losses, 4 kills, 4 deaths. Let's go to this final fight. Yeah, it seems to be working a touch better, doesn't it? Oh, goddamn, all those flares. Okay, one final round with the F-18s. Oh, you're going way off there, aren't you? Where are you headed off to? Wow. Okay, I'm sure they'll regroup shortly. Cyclones. No friendly boopage there. Yeah, there they go. They're regrouping. How are we doing? 7.1 kilometers. 7.7. Here we go. Okay, and our final fight of today. Okay, missiles coming in from both sides. Just the flares comment. Oh, you guys. Missiles heading in seem to be converging on that cyclone, and it is just dust now. One cyclone against two F-18s. Jebediah Kerman will need to pull something out of the hat pretty quickly. No, those two missiles have not done the trick. Ah, the old AMRAAM Sidewinder combo. No, doesn't do anything either. He's at an ideal Sidewinder range, but sadly does not look like he will get the chance to come about and launch one. Oh no, maybe he will. That's maybe a little bit too close though. Yeah. We'll have some difficulty. Comes around, puts guns, disassembles one of the F-18s. Oh, brutal. So on this final... Oh, he might actually... Oh. Will Richmond Kerman actually be able to come about and launch that last remaining... No. Although Richmond is distracting the Cyclone at the moment, that might prove... Oh no, he's straight back onto the F-18. There goes a couple of Sidewinders, and I think that's... yeah. Yeah, so the rebalanced Cyclones. Ouch. Okay. I just love the way it was drifting down to the ground and then got stripped of all the parts giving aerodynamic drag and just like, nope. That was pretty short but deadly. So that means it is a straight up, very simple 2 wins and 3 losses for the F-18E Super Hornet. Each fight being a clean sweep for the respective victor. So, had us on the first half, not going to lie. Crafted with some flair. Okay, yes. I think we'll call it a day there. Because, yeah, streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm ready for a break. Thank you very much to everybody for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the first proper episode of Fighter Subscriber, season 3 earlier on. If anybody wants, does anybody have any feedback from that episode? By the way. Amazing, great. First it was good, yeah. Okay. Had a tad much of this. I think it may have come up, Legged Luck. I think it may have cropped up in the conversation. Choose to you as well, Jed. Thank you very much. Okay. So we will end the stream there. I will get back to anyone whose craft may require some modifications following the stream. And yeah, apart from that, I hope you have a very good evening. I will go off and just try and dry my back off a little bit. Ugh. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that is not pleasant. That is not pleasant in the slightest. Just quickly before we go, what's happened to the memory? The memory seems to be doing all right. Well, it seems to be much the same as it was, but yeah, it's running a lot smoother. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, should have been ages ago, but yeah, things got in the way. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along, everybody. There will be another set of preliminaries next week. Well, fingers crossed. I won't say, something may come along, but hopefully again next week, and we will just continue in a similar fashion. Thanks for watching. Yeah, take care, and I'll see you next time.